What's up, TRC fans? It's Javier from That Racing Channel. In today's episode, our boy Charles is back, bringing you some action from the streets of Colorado, featuring one of the baddest Subaru GC8 Imprezas we've ever seen. With over 800 horsepower at the wheels, this is one GC8 you don't want to mess with. Let's get into today's video. We hope you enjoy the ride. What's up, TRC fans? Welcome back to the channel. For all of you OG TRC fans, you'll probably know this car behind me very well. This is one of the TRC team's most wild creations. After beating some of the most insane cars on the street, trapping 185 miles per hour and going 60 to 130 in 3.1 seconds, it quickly solidified itself as one of the fastest cars the team had ever built. And I couldn't be more excited to announce that our third giveaway will be one of the most infamous TRC EVOs, and one lucky person will get the opportunity to take this bad boy home and continue its legacy. We have an awesome new collection of merch for this giveaway on our site, and it's all in stock and ready to ship. We also have some really special items that are going to be very limited, so make sure you scoop those up quick. All right, guys, so you know the deal. For every $1 you spend on our website, automatically gets you one entry for a chance to win this EVO. But make sure to act now and take advantage of our 10 times entries launch week bonus that gets you 10 entries per $1 spent. Make sure to check out the full details for the giveaway on our website, thatracingchannel.com.
What's going on, TRC fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Colorado. I'm Charles and I'm bringing you guys an absolutely insane video today. We have this GC8 Impreza. It's a 98, but it makes insane power, and its owner Loops is gonna walk us through the entire build. So stick with us until the end of the video. We're gonna see exactly what this car is all about. Loops, brother, how you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
Dude, thanks for bringing the car out. This thing looks awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
Dude, the drag slicks are insane too, but I gotta know, what are we looking at here?
So we're looking at a 1998 Subaru Impreza. For all the people that know Subarus, it's a 2.5 RS coupe. Had it for about 6 years, got it in 2018. Originally it was WRX swapped. It had an EJ205 and it had an STI 5-speed. Very rare to come by, but they are pretty weak. It had DCCD on it as well. Literally, probably after 3 days of owning the car, my 205 that was in it blew up. I didn't know it was tuned on the 85. There was a dyno sheet in the glove box, which I should have checked first. And I ended up putting 91 in it. Ended up completely just blowing up. Oh no. Yeah, it was pretty brutal, man. I was still pretty much just fresh out of college. Like I said, I've been building from the ground up. I'm on the third engine now. The second swap that I did on it was another 205 with the same 5-speed. The reason why I even ended up switching out that 5-speed is, first off, I was trying to go for over 400 wheel. The 5-speeds on these Subarus, whether it be the STI DCCD or the actual WRX 5C, they're not that strong. So just keeping that in mind, ended up going STI 6-speed. It has an IAG Stage 3 Tough Block, which is considered an IAG 950 now. Built D25 heads, Cosworth cams, oversized intake valves and exhaust valves as well. Pretty much ported and polished. I did everything myself on the porting and polishing. I didn't actually do any of the valve lash or any of the shimming or stuff like that. I had Heads by Drew do that for me. Pretty much it's a 2.5, completely 2.5 on an STI 6-speed. The 6-speed is also built, so I have PPG IAG gears 1st through 4th, stock 5th and 6th. It has carbon synchros, IAG output shaft as well, carbon fiber drive shaft from DSS. The rear end, the R180 was completely refreshened. DSS 900 horsepower rear axles as well. Stock front axles, which are not exactly ideal, but they're holding up for now. I don't really launch the car much. The last time I launched the car on these radios, it was pretty rough. So I don't do too many launches on the vehicle. I just kind of do rolling racing with it.
if we pop the hood and take a look at it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. Jeez, buddy. You got enough motor with your turbo? Jeez.
It's got some pretty good lag, man. It's a G35 1050. It's essentially 67 mil turbo. This turbo doesn't get full boost probably until like 5,800 RPM, 6,000 RPM. So it is pretty laggy. Of course, to kind of help out the turbo, I'm running ETS headers on it. I'm running an ETS hot side piping. The charge piping itself is completely custom built by my buddy Ugo here, that's local. Yeah, so it's a 3-inch piping all around, super close to the radiator. I kind of had to modify a few things to get things to fit. Mainly I deleted the AC just because I didn't have enough space to put the IAG aero separator there. Had no space at all. But yeah, Process West intake manifold.
That thing looks sick. Is that billet?
Yeah, it's billet.
Yeah, that's sick,
complete
dude.
billet. I had him anodize it black, and then I'm running a Boomba 3-inch throttle body on the vehicle. Pretty much 3-inch piping from there, 4-inch intercooler that I'm running on the vehicle. And yeah, like I said, the G35 1050 has been holding up pretty well. I have enough fuel to make a little bit more power.
What kind of power did it make?
So I ended up making a 736 on Harvey's mainline dyno. It is a heartbreaker. For what I know, it reads just a little bit lower than Mustang. So if you bring it to like American dyno jet numbers, it's about 883 to the wheel.
Jeez,
yeah.
buddy.
So 533 foot-pounds of torque. It hits pretty hard. I have rolling anti-lag set up on the vehicle. It just helps me get into boost before I actually get going. If not, it's gonna take forever for me to actually get into boost.
Dude, we're gonna have to see that today.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Launch control setup, I have flat foot shifting, all that good stuff on the vehicle. But yeah, I mean, she runs like a dream. The gears are extremely loud. Poly bushings everywhere as well. So both the engine, transmission, rear end, it's all poly bushing. So you literally feel everything that the drivetrain is doing. So, and for fuel setup, I do have dual Walbro 450s. So I'm running 2 Walbro 450s on the car. It's on a radium dual hanger as well. For the actual feed lines, I'm running 8 AN feed lines and then 6 AN return lines. It's feeding into an Aeromotive fuel filter on the vehicle. Cosworth fuel rails on the vehicle as well. FIC 2150s. And I have an Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator as well. So right now I seem to have enough fuel. Not sure how much more I'm gonna have if I want to make more power, but I guess we'll see next.
You haven't reached your headroom yet?
I haven't yet. Yeah, I have not. So there's still a little bit more juice I can give it. It's just, I don't know how long the block is gonna hold up for. That's really the only thing. Is just, I'm still on stock head studs. So that's the other thing too. I'm on stock head stud size. You're kind of really pushing it when you're trying to make really huge horsepower in a Subaru. So at 736, I'm definitely pushing these head studs quite a bit. Bottom end can definitely handle it. It's at its limit where it's at now. And I am trying to shoot for more power next year. I'm shooting for like 900 to 1,000 wheel, which is definitely gonna be pushing it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hold up for too long. So honestly, I'm expecting the engine to give out. But for now, I'm just having fun at the 736 that it's at. It's so quick, especially with it being a coupe body. With me in it, it actually weighs 3220. And that is what that's what the spare in there, and that's at a full tank of gas. And I had a subwoofer in there at the time too. I ended up taking that out, probably was like 10, 15 pounds, but yeah, it's pretty light.
It's full interior, everything?
Yeah, full interior. Yeah, I try to make it as street car as possible. So really the only thing that's giving the car away right now is the drag slicks. I try to make the car.
Yeah, those are kind of crazy on this thing. You brought it out on the Hoosiers and like, first of all, TE37s look good on everything. We all know this, but like, jeez, those look good.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I had to kind of trim stuff to make it work. Like I had to trim like my little spats here. I had to trim them a little bit because the tires were rubbing on him.
Oh yeah.
So it's not exactly an ideal setup to have if you're trying to keep a narrow body or stock body. And that's the other thing too is I was trying to keep a narrow body on the vehicle. I didn't want to go wide body. I know with the wide body you get better wheel options. You can go way wider, get more traction. But I kind of want to do something different and just see what I can really push as far as boundaries go on a narrow body. The car, the way that looks right now, the only thing that's giving it away are going to be the slicks. Other than that, it really shouldn't be looking like this. It should look completely gutted. I should have a full roll cage, parachute. It should be just completely gutted, just straight up just drag car. But
street car things, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Street car things are sick, dude.
Yeah, I just try to keep it as street car as possible, man. Just seeing what I can come up with, and this is what ended up turning out to be.
Dude, it's got such an amazing presence sitting here. So obviously the wheel and tire package looks great, but do you have aftermarket brakes on this?
I don't actually. They're technically OEM brakes. They came on GC8s over in Japan. So all the WRXs and the STIs, as far as I'm aware, I think from 96 or 97 and up, they came with 4 pots in the front and 2 pots in the rear. So that's what I'm currently running right now is the GC8 4 pots in the front, GC8 4 pots in the rear. Of course, to accommodate the R180 in the back, I had to change out the rear spindles to actually accommodate the axles and the diff. So I ended up doing that, running the R180 brake shoes on the car as well. Hog pads, modal brake fluid on the car, running EBC brake rotors on the car, both front and rear, and that is pretty much it as far as the whole brake setup goes on this car. So
I love the wing on the back. Is this like an OEM wing or?
Yeah, so this is an OEM wing. This one is a replica. If you do find an OEM wing, it's actually very hard to find one, and it's extremely expensive.
Really?
It's like $1,000 just to find an OEM wing that you need to repaint. So this one it's a replica wing from Bakemono, not the real wing, but it's as close to the real wing as you can get as possible. STI's got them, some WRXs did as well. I know the Type Rs in Japan definitely got this wing.
Crazy, man. And then what are you running for exhaust on this thing?
For exhaust, it's a Tomei catback. It's an Extreme TI. It's completely catless. For the wastegate, I am running it's a Tile 44 mil wastegate. Been doing just fine with that. Haven't really been needing to mess with the spring too much. It's just running a 15-pound spring. Okay. It seems to be doing fine. So
cool. Wow, dude, this is, oh, wow.
Yeah, I try to keep it, same thing, try to keep it as OEM plus as possible. Starting off, I guess we'll start off with the seats and the harnesses. So I'm running a Recaro SPA for the driver's seat. So this is a carbon Kevlar seat. And for the passenger, I'm running a Recaro SPG seat. It kind of works out really nice because the SPA is a lot more aggressive. So it actually holds your legs in a lot more right by where your knees are, as opposed to the SPG, it kind of slopes down. So it's easier to get in and out of. Of course, to strap myself in, I'm running some Takatas. Both of them are 4-point harnesses. And of course, to strap down the harnesses, I'm just running a harness bar. I think it's a Cypher harness bar. It's like an eBay bar that they make, and I have like a camera mount mounted onto it as well. My fire extinguisher. I had a moment where I thought my car was gonna catch on fire. And I remember seeing a video, I think it was 1320. There's like a white Audi here that ended up catching on fire. And ever since then, I'm like, you know what? Like, I should probably carry a fire extinguisher with me. So yeah, I have a fire extinguisher in the car. It's quick release as well, so it's pretty easy to get out if I do need to use it, and I haven't had to yet, so hopefully we'll keep that way. Moving on to the steering wheel, I'm running an NRG short hub, and it's a Nardi Grinta steering wheel. Nardis are the best, man. They feel so good. Had this one for a couple of years now. They last, they don't tear really. And to put the actual...
Oh, that's a B, hello.
And to, of course, tie this in together, the hub itself is a splash hub, otherwise known as works bell. So I'm running a splash hub to be able to actually bolt that on there. And literally right behind the steering wheel, I am running a Haltech cluster. It's an IC7, super nice. I love that it has the shifter lights. I don't really have to be looking straight at my cluster. I kind of can just see the stuff flash in my face, and I know when to shift. I guess to kind of tie into the cluster, I am running a Haltech Elite 2500. It's complete standalone. Have all my safety uses wired in that I could. Coolant pressure, I have oil pressure, oil temp, what else? Fuel pressure. I have actually turbo speed as well. So my my ECU actually cut me out of timing if my turbo is spinning too fast. So I have turbo speed on there as well. And the Haltech has just been running awesome, man. It's super nice. All the features you can get off of it. Like I said, I have rolling anti-lag, launch control, flat foot shifting. It all works super nice, and it ties it in super well, especially with that cluster. I'm running AM gauges. I have oil temp, oil pressure, and fuel pressure. They all communicate with the ECU. CAE shifter, for everybody that sees this, no, this is not a sequential. It's actually still an H pattern 6-speed. The really nice thing about this shifter, let me show you real quick. The reason I like this shifter a lot, regardless of like whatever gear you're in, it's always gonna center itself to neutral. So for example, right now it's in first gear and it centers itself to neutral. Wow. To get it into second, you have to go left, down, that's second, and you're already set up for third gear. So if I wanna go to third gear, it's third gear. You know, it kind of helps out for the people that want to go sequential, because all you have to do is pull a lever back. Really, it just makes it easier to just go into third gear when you're actually racing, going from second to third. You're in third, fourth, and then fifth, sixth. And regardless of what gear you're in, it centers itself to neutral. So from fifth to fourth, that's fourth.
Wow. I have a soft spot for race cars that still have like full interior, because that's a flex. Like I get to daily in my race car and like still be comfortable in it. Like, come on, dude. Like,
And that's exactly what I was going for. Like, so I try to make the car as street car as possible. Like, I wanted to do something different. You know, I've seen a lot of people build GCs and strip them out completely and just go for straight quarter mile times. And I wanted to go different, man. I wanted to do something that was powerful and something I can just drive around on the weekend and be comfortable in, even though it's not really that comfortable because of all the poly bushings. But yeah, I mean, it's super nice, and kind of to make this car more streetable, I have a boost switch as well. So I can actually turn up and turn down the power. So 0 is actually 15 pounds, which is my wastegate. It's 500 at 0. And then when I turn it all the way up to the number 9, that's 35 PSI, which is the 736 wheel. Yeah, so I wanted to be able to control the boost because I'm not always, you know, wanting to go full boost on people. It's just, when I do kind of race this thing, I like having like really close races. So I'll kind of like turn up the boost as I will to kind of keep up with people and just have some fun.
Set it up for a nice, good race.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, winning's fun and all. Like, don't get me wrong, winning is fun, but it's also fun to kind of have like door to door with somebody. Like, it's super nice and super fun to just be racing people and just having a good time, man. And, yeah, so.
Well, dude, I can't wait to go for a ride in this thing. You think we go for a ride?
Yeah, dude, I'm down with it.
Hell yeah, let's go, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, she sounds mean. She sounds mean. Dude, this thing sounds so mean.
The cams make it just make it sound so aggressive, dude.
Dude, like crazy. So what size cams are they?
They're the closest you can get is 272. It's a custom grind, but 272 cams is what they're pretty close to.
Okay, hell yeah. This thing is awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
God, this thing's cool. I love the air freshener too.
Yeah, Bunta. Yeah, it's Initial D. The people that know Initial D kind of understand the reference. He drives a blue GC in the show. So
let's see how this thing drives. I'm curious on the drivability with the straight cut gears.
Yeah, it's brutal when you're going pretty slow, but once you get going, it's really not too bad. It's nice too because it's got synchros in it, so you can pretty much drive it around like a normal car and kind of be light on your shifting. You know, when you're kind of driving a dog box with dog gears, you have to be pretty aggressive with your shifting. And this one I really don't have to be, which is super nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The interior is on another level. I mean, you got the STI floor mats, you got, you know, still center console. Yeah. I mean, it's really nice.
Yeah, I try my best, man. They actually sell these. There's like a street version and a race version.
Really?
The race version of this, you have to take off your center console. Like, you can't run it. Yeah, and I was like, I didn't want to do that just because I love having just everything just tied in together.
As far as drivability goes, you could daily this thing.
Yeah,
dude.
you really can, dude. Like, Harvey got the tune down pretty good. So really, like, under like light throttle and everything, like everything feels fine, dude. And the injectors are so big. When I was actually on my stock ECU, so I was on an 03 WRX ECU, which is it's a 16-bit, and the STIs, well, at least the USDM ones, 04 and up. Anything with a 2-liter or 2.5-liter STI, EJ 255, 257, they got a 32-bit ECU on there. The 16-bit had a really hard time controlling the injector flow. The 32-bits do a little bit better, but it's still kind of choppy under light throttle. Yeah. The Haltech, dude, like, it controls the injectors really, really well. Like, the bucking is really not as bad as it was before with the 16-bit ECU I had in this before. So Harvey did a really good job tuning the injectors, man. They're huge. This is only 500 wheel. Dude, it pulls nice, dude.
That's nice, dude. I like that.
That was third gear. Second gear pulls a lot nicer, dude.
That's nice. See, I like that a lot.
Turn it up to, this is like it's 27 PSI, so it's about like 660.
Okay. Oh! God! Woo!
Yeah, dude.
Damn, the anti-lag hits,
dude,
bro.
it hits hard,
What the?
dude. Yeah.
Whoa! That was crazy. Okay, I was not expecting that. How much was that?
That was 660 wheel. Jeez. Yeah, that's like 27 PSI is about 660.
So you got 100 more to go.
Yeah, just about.
Stop.
Yeah, dude.
Stop, bro. No way.
Yeah, dude, the flat foot shifting just like kicks you in your seat every time.
That's sick. That's tight.
Yeah, I mean, it drives nice, dude. Like, it's very street car.
And then you just twist the knob and you're good to go.
Literally, like, just back to 0 and it's back at 500 wheel. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the exhaust is so good.
Anything past like 4,500, five grand, it gets kind of raspy, especially at full throttle. But yeah, overall, I like it, dude. Dude, it just sounds super nice, dude. It's raw. Like, I have a hood exit setup for this too.
Really?
I do. We just had to finish up the wastegate, but that was too loud for me, dude. That like,
Especially up here.
yeah, up here, like you get all the fumes in the cabin, dude. Like, yeah, dude, it's too many fumes, dude. So I just ended up taking it off after like a week of having it. So it's just chilling in my garage, dude. It's way too loud. Give it a hit at full power, dude.
Okay.
It's gnarly, dude. It's pretty gnarly.
This is gonna be full power.
Yeah.
Oh God, are you gonna do anti-lag?
Yeah.
Oh God. God! Whoa! Holy! Wow! Oh my God!
Dude, it gets it, bro.
Holy crap, dude! Whoa! Oh my God! That's disgusting.
Yeah, dude. It's very underestimating, dude. It really is.
Woo! Golly, man.
Yeah, dude. Every time I do a hit at full power, dude, it just, dude.
I don't doubt it. That full power hit is something else, dude. What in the world? Granted, it's been a long time since I've been in a fast car, but like, wow.
Yeah, dude. This thing, it hits differently, dude.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, I
That's
appreciate
so
it,
sick.
man. I always wanted to build a GC. GCs have always been kind of like my favorite Subaru platform. So when I bought this, I had a Golf R at the time. I actually ended up selling my Golf R and I just kept this, and this was my daily for a while. So it pretty much went from a daily into this, man. The thing is like this car, in my opinion, I think it makes all the right noises. Like you got turbo noise, you have gear whine from the transmission, the exhaust is extremely loud. Some people can find it distasteful, but honestly, I like it being obnoxious. I rarely drive the car.
You want it to be an experience when you drive it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, the exhaust is super loud, the wastegate's super loud, like this thing just makes all the right noises. The plastic's pretty old, so you hear like everything rattles, dude. Like it's like such a 90s car, dude. Like I love it so much, dude. There's something about 90s cars that I think these new cars just really lacking. It's just, you know, they're so raw, dude. Like you feel everything, like you hear everything. And yeah, dude, it's just, I love driving this car whenever I can. And just the fact I've been able to drive it for these past 3 weeks without it breaking on me is just, it's been so nice, dude. Like I know Subarus get a lot of shit. Like, oh yeah, like you're building a Subaru, like they're so weak, head of gasket issues, whatever, broken transmissions. It's real, it's a real thing for sure. It's just when you properly build one, like when you properly build a Subaru, like I think that's what kind of people don't take into account. It's just like a properly built Subaru like will last, you know? And that's what I try to do here. I'm not a technician by any means, I'm not a mechanic, but I pretty much taught myself everything building this car.
Really?
I've done everything on this car, dude. Like the standalone I installed, the engine, transmission. The only stuff I haven't done on the car is fabrication work. Okay. So all the fabbing, like intercooler piping, I didn't do. I didn't do any of the body work or anything like that on the car either. So I learned a lot kind of building these cars. So just along the 6 years that I've had this car for, pretty much, I learned the ins and outs of these Subarus. And honestly, like everything I know now, like I could build a Subaru right the first time, you know? Yeah, don't get me wrong, Subarus are very picky, extremely picky. Like anything you do to them, they just don't like. You put an intake on, it's gonna want to tune. Yep. Like you put a downpipe on, it's gonna want to tune. It's gonna blow his ears out, dude.
Oh yeah, do it. This thing's sick. This thing's so sick.
Thanks, dude.
Oh my God, the way it slams my head back against the seat. That is so ridiculous, I swear.
Yeah, dude, this car's a lot of fun, man.
Wow, that was, yeah, that's something else, dude. Man, I really appreciate that. That's so sick. Thanks for the ride along,
Nah,
man.
dude, I appreciate you guys for having me on, man.
That's
really.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Go ahead and follow my boy Loops right here. It's Loops on Instagram, and you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, if you look up It's Loops on YouTube as well, it's literally the same as my Instagram. Just search up It's Loops, and I'm pretty much on there. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you for having me on the show, man.
Of course, man. Always a pleasure.
Such a good time, man.
A pleasure, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.